something that's been really annoying with this, especially coming from people who spent the past 4 years calling, the Trump Hitler, and everyone who voted for Brexit a Nazi or whatever, they're now saying that, oh, you're not allowed to compare anything to Nazi Germany or to even, Stalinist Russia, etc. And, number one, I just reject that. Like, if you cannot make comparisons, then what's the point of knowing that history if you're not allowed to point out when there are certain things that are echoing it? No one is directly comparing this to the Holocaust itself, as in the extermination of Jewish people. But if you are looking at Nazi Germany didn't begin with the Holocaust, right? If you're looking at the discrimination and segregation and mistreatment and the use of state and the use of the media to turn people against certain segments of the population, you can absolutely compare it. You can compare it to what happened in Rwanda in 1994. I've heard from friends in Germany and Austria that their media is really, really demonizing people who haven't taken the shot. Like, people are actually making charges of hate speech against actual media channels because they're going that intensely with their rhetoric. And it's just like, stop. And not only is what you're saying is it's not even logically coherent. It doesn't make any logical sense because, again, these are not sterilizing vaccines, right? They had to change the definition of vaccine, in fact, for this to even fit into them. That's why I typically call them jabs or injections. It's not your neighbor who is your enemy or who's spreading. It doesn't make any sense. You can look at places like Ireland, Gibraltar, Israel, where they've got super high vax rates and they're still getting all these infections and so on. It doesn't make sense.